Okay, so the solution to this problem. Okay, so we've got ourselves in this mental slavery mentality, like for the past 6,000 years, under kingships, and so and now all of a sudden the world has gone a little bit AWOL, and yeah, we find ourselves in a situation where we are we're in debt, and yeah, whether it's houses, cars, short-term stuff like food, clothes, everybody's got debt somewhere. Okay, and then you got these guys who run around and they debt reconciliators, and they put it all into one. The question is, how do we get out of this? Okay, and most people work their whole lives just to get out of debt. Okay, and then we change jobs, and we stay in this employee mindset. And now with rising food costs and fuel costs and cost of living, the other day I heard a story from Australia or New Zealand where suddenly inflation is just, these have been stable economies for hundreds of years. Well, not hundreds, maybe, I don't know. But stable economies are suddenly just hitting inflation levels. Unemployment's like maxing. It's like, I was speaking to a mate this morning, and because the fuel price is going up, we've got to figure out a way of actually spinning it, that we can get economic flow. But the thing is, it's going into a black hole called government, because we're paying more fuel, and it's all about an inflation that I'm not even understanding inflation yet, because things are getting more expensive. But if we all just decide that everything stays the same price, it'll stay the same price, because the energy involved on price from an economic diamond theory perspective is that price stays the same. Now, another catch is that income doesn't get more. We're paying more. So it's like in a country like South Africa, where I am, they say the general inflation is 7.5%. But actually, as soon as you take the whole supply chain, the reality is around about 22.5% inflation. We've got to figure out a way to breach the inflation escalation. And now it's getting really funky, because people have started talking about robotics replacing jobs. So now, considering, we have to look at a career choice that has something to do with health and wellness, or spirit development, or people development, or making food. Okay, now, when we talk about food, okay, population growth is exponential. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, you get my gist. But food production, and this we found over the years, is you've got to keep making more land, because food production, even with all the biological improvements, chemical improvements, has always been linear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Thomas Malthus, actually, he was a British economist under the Empire, around about late 1700s. And he actually said, at some point we're going to reach a point where the population and the amount of agricultural land isn't going to match. And we're actually going to have hunger and blah, blah, blah. We're not there yet, because we've actually learned how to stack farms, and there's great invention actually out there. The thing is, okay, so what's my recommendation? Yesterday I said we have to invest in people. And the only way to invest in people is you sell a product, and then people sign up to become the best version of themselves. And through everybody using the product, we actually share commission. And this takes us where we want to be. Now, there is only one business model that actually works on investing in people, and it's in the direct selling model. People say, no, I can't sell anything. You know, if I use a product and it works for me, I'm not selling it, I'm just making a recommendation. Went to a restaurant last night. It was lovely. Guess what? I'm going to tell 10 people about that restaurant. And that's what direct selling is. It's just the restaurant's going to give me a commission on the side saying, hey, thanks for the referral. People say, oh, that's not. Doctors do it. The GP, or the general practitioner, he refers to his mate, the cardiologist, and they have an agreement. It's called a marketing fee. Now, in a direct selling environment, I use a supplement, I use an antioxidant, I use inflammation supplement like curcumin, I use a vitamin C, I use a vitamin D, all of these are great antioxidants. I use a quercetin. It's a fantastic world, actually, supplementation. The book is here somewhere. There it is. Secrets to Supplements. Okay, great book. There are great supplements out there. Okay, you just got to do some research and you'll find out very quickly that natural supplements are 10 times stronger than chemically derived supplements. But there's a whole field. The best way to avoid dis-ease is get healthy, get more vital, get outside, walk barefoot, go to the beach, hear nature, breathe your biome, get some sunlight. It's not that hard. Add a supplement regime. Our food isn't what it used to be. It's a fact. If you don't believe me, you can go and read up on the serum ORAC tests done by the US Department of Agriculture, and they basically proved that in 1995 you needed 4 or 5 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables per day, raw. No one's going to eat a butternut raw, no one's going to chop potato raw, so we've got issues. And then we've got rising pesticides, chemicals, pollution. So guess what? You've got to get your body to detox faster, aka get yourself a seriously hardcore antioxidant. They found that with antioxidants, it brings down inflammation. It basically helps remove old cells or dead cells. Therefore, your body cleans out faster. Therefore, your body's detoxing faster. Therefore, your body's healing faster. It all comes down to how fast can your body heal. Okay, now there's lifestyle choices as well. Alcohol, smoking, but with this also there's those are the upfront ones that people always throw in your face. But then there's also things like people talk about sugar, but there's also things like artificial sweetness. So there's a whole artificial world as well. Our food isn't what it used to be. So the goal is get yourself healthy, get more natural. Let food be your medicine, let medicine be your food. Your body's designed to heal. When you're young and vital and doing sports at school, your body heals faster because you've still got youth on your side. As we get older, we have to focus a little bit more. So with that, get to a direct selling company that sells natural, GMO-free, plant-based vitamins and minerals. There are a couple of great ones out there. And then with that, so now you've got a product moving on the one side, but you can become a business owner and a network that you are investing education to make people better. Now, I've been involved in direct selling for a while, and there are curriculums. There are great books out there. It's like this whole shelf. We can start here. There's Mo. There's Reject Me. I love it. Dare to be different. The magic of getting what you want. The unstoppable power within. There are great books for personal development. Because guess what? If you're a nice guy, people will want to listen to you. They'll value your opinion. And they'll actually go, hey, maybe there's something here that I'm missing. Not just something as basic as take vitamin C. Yeah, it might cost a little bit more, but believe me, it's probably going to be a natural one. which is 263 times better per gram than a synthetic vitamin C. Vitamin C is actually one of these phenomenal little vitamins, because besides scurvy and all that from when we were kids, we heard British took over, had an empire based on vitamin C. They were called limeys for a reason. But the thing is, as soon as they added limes and oranges to their ships, the guys didn't get scurvy, therefore they were better nourished, therefore they were stronger fighters, and with that, that's how the British took over the world, on the back of oranges and limes. It's a phenomenal concept, actually, if you think about it. And that was just because it was an orange lasts well on a sea voyage, so their ships were just nutritionally better. Crazy thought here. Something as simple as vitamin C created a whole empire. But okay, besides that, so the goal is get natural vitamin C, not a quick fizzy vitamin C. Because guess what? Now this I found out 3 weeks ago. I was actually quite astounded. I was talking to a friend of mine who's actually into supplements and stuff like that, and he says, no, so natural vitamin C is 263 times more effective than synthetic vitamin C. I'm like, okay. What is vitamin C? He says it's also a great antioxidant. Okay, it brings down inflammation and helps clean cells. And I said, okay, and synthetic does it do the same? He says, no. Synthetic is an oxidative stressor, aka synthetic vitamin C causes rust faster. So it doesn't help to get a fizzy vitamin C drink from your local pharmacy, because it's actually a promoter for a whole host of diseases, starting with inflammation, obviously, and that can lead to, okay, I'm not a medic, and I'm not a biologist, but this makes common sense that I'd rather eat an orange with vitamin C. Okay, and oranges aren't quite oranges anymore because of GMO and blah blah blah. But let's not get. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty. The goal here is of what I want to say is, we have to start investing in people, and the only business model that does that or provides a platform for that is direct selling. It is and I'm a curriculum writer. I've looked at multiple business models. All other business models are based on a product or a service. Every single one is based on one-time sale. It's not viable. You have to invest in people. People are the only thing that'll get us, that we will see at the end of this whole dark valley that we're walking through at the moment. And then those people will be your family, will be your friends, and will be your colleagues as we build our new earth. So, do your research, check it out. Direct selling model. Currently it's running, usually looked at a couple of companies. It's a micro franchise, so it's you, and it's a minimal amount that you pay for a sign up. So it's a minimal amount it's like, in South African rands, 600 bucks, average give or take. Or I think I saw another company that got like an 80 buck monthly subscription. 600 bucks is an annual one, so that will work out like it's $50 per annum US, or another company is $5 a month. But it's basically just, for that you get an online presence, back office perks, so you can help manage your business, and everything's provided by the company. Logistics, shipping, customer support, they support you as well, marketing material, flyers, pamphlets. If you want to buy posters and t-shirts, you can probably get that as well. But the bottom line is, the company wants you to succeed, because they're not spending money on TV adverts, radio adverts, billboards, and things like that. their focus is research and development and a direct selling arm for the marketing, the advertising, and the commissions. So let's say 56% goes to the company for research and development. Now, because most of the selling force, the sales force, are people-oriented people, they're out there to build you. They're out there to run a micro franchise. The thing is, no one has 50 million or 5 million to go and set up a KFC or a big franchise. That takes up all your time, because now you're actually not a business owner, you're actually just a self-employed rookie working 24 hours, 7 days a week for 365 days a year, just to make back the investment of the 5 million or the 50 million, depending on your currency. But so there's nothing wrong with that franchise model, but you're buying yourself a business unit that is open all the time, 24/7, 365. Look at direct selling. It's a model. The company helps with a lot of the infrastructure, the business. All you have to do is rock up and then go and tell your friends about this great product that you used. Now, okay, so direct selling products, they're probably, there's a big gap at the moment with the health and wellness industry, because people are realizing that they've got to get themselves healthier. The fallback onto chemical medicine, well, it's had its time. People have started finding that it's working. I'm the first guy to say it works. My dad's a surgeon, but I'll also be the first guy. My dad will always say, "What's the end point? What is the end point?" You can't just take a chronic med until you're dead. You've got to find the root cause and deal with that. Because if there's still life in you, the body is the miracle here, and the body is life, and you've got to support life. So the only way you're going to do that is eat better, drink better, breathe better, exercise better, even if it's just walking around the block. I read one of these sales books or listened to a sales guy, and he says, I was selling supplements, but I just didn't look like the supplements I was selling. So I started slow, but then I had to start walking around the block, and soon I was running 5 miles a day, and now I looked like the supplement. It's like going to the gym and your personal trainer just doesn't look like a personal trainer. It provides a little bit of a cognitive dissonance, big word. It's just dissonant in your head. You can't imagine the picture and the person you're seeing. But yeah, this has been a long personal opinion. Get something that can resell every month and is focused on empowering everyone, body, mind, and spirit. Many blessings, and yeah, there are lots of direct selling models, lots of direct selling companies. Get yourself one. Faith for your future, hope in your friends, and many blessings from me.